Alrighty then. Alright. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Cocktails and Curiosities. Welcome everybody to another edition of Cocktails and Curiosities. I am your host, Axel Dreamsaber, with my co-host Nox.
Hello.
We've had kind of a week. Like I haven't even like put up a new video on my channel yet. Like for the past week, and it's been one of those weeks. But we are back with your weekly dose of bullshittery.
Yeah, and today we finally have alcohol.
Yes.
The cocktails part of the Cocktails and Curiosities.
Yes.
So what are we drinking? What are we drinking today?
We are drinking Sunkissed, like 2 different flavors. It's like that lemonade flavor that they came out. Mine's like the strawberry. His is the like raspberry, basically blue and red drink.
Blue. It's a blue raspberry, but it's blue raspberry lemonade with rum, and I believe yours is strawberry lemonade
with rum. Rum as well.
Oh, you have rum too. Okay.
Yeah, they're both rum, and it's coconut rum, so it's got this like really tropical fruity flavor in it.
Yep.
It's actually pretty good. But yeah, like any other day of the podcast, it's us basically coming together for a day and kind of just shooting the shit with some stuff that we can get a hold of. It was it was my job to get a topic together, and I'm just like, I'm drawing the biggest blank of my fucking life.
So we've decided to play a little game known as Citation Needed, which I'll explain the rules. I have in front of me a semi-randomly chosen article. Of course, I've skipped articles that have either basically no information or aren't of something that I can, like say I have a name I can't pronounce or anything like that. I basically just clicked random article a bunch of times till I find something that seemed like a decent thing to start on. So, and I will give the name of the article, and Axel has the enviable duty of figuring out what the fuck I'm talking about and anything about it, and trying to get kind of the main points from the article. So do you want to begin now, or do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Not really. Let's do this, man.
All right.
This is my punishment.
The only thing I'm giving you is the name of the article. You have to guess basically everything else. So the name of the article is The Settlers.
Oh, settlers. I'm gonna guess it has something to do with the settlement of America. Like, it's, you know, Unga Bunga, we decided to come to the New World. I'm settling here. Hi, how you doing? No. Okay.
I don't think so.
So, doesn't have to do with settling the New World.
As far as I'm aware. One of them might have to do with settling the New World.
Okay. But, let's see then. Settlers. Maybe it's
the settlers, not settlers. The settlers.
The settlers.
The settlers.
So it's like a group. It's like an actual group of people. I'm going to assume.
No.
No.
I will give you yes and no answers to your guesses.
So it's not a group of people.
It is not a group of people.
Interesting. Is it an animal? Is it like a group of animals?
No.
Fuck. Huh. It's not people if it's not animals. What is this, robots? Like,
that's closer.
Wait, really? Robots.
Ish. It's closer adjacent.
Cars? Talking like machinery here?
Farther. You're colder.
So it's not
Robots
hard.
was hotter. Cars and machines is a little colder.
Nanomachines?
Colder.
Damn.
Get off of machines. Think of the other component of robots.
Okay, electronics.
Closer.
I'm gonna guess like PCBs?
Closer?
Like circuit boards and shit?
Closer. You're not even in the right category. We'll start with that. You're not even in the right category.
Fuck.
So I'm trying to get you to the right category of whatever the hell this is.
Okay. It is technology to some respect.
It involves technology.
Involves technology, okay. These settlers has something to do with technology. It's part of it, not the main focus.
I mean, sure.
Does it have to do with agriculture in some aspect?
Kinda. Very adjacent.
Like farming.
Part of it.
Because my
part of farming. Is it part of farming? No. Still in the wrong category.
Fuck.
It is not in the agriculture. The article is not in the agricultural category. It is not about something that has anything to do with agriculture.
But it does.
There is agriculture in it. That's not part of it. That's not what the category.
Again, not the main focus. Just like technology is not the main focus.
It is something called the settlers.
The settlers. Fuck. It doesn't have to do with people. It doesn't have to do with animals. It has something to do with technology in some retrospect. Has some. It's not an agriculture category. I'm losing my mind.
You're gonna think you're so much of an idiot when you figure out what I'm trying to get you to say.
I'm gonna feel retarded.
Oh yeah, you are. Make guesses.
Okay. Agriculture wasn't correct. Technology was half correct. Machinery was incorrect. Medical.
No, not even close. Very cold. Ice cold.
Ice cold. So I have to go the other direction.
What's part of robots other than machinery?
Metal, wires.
That's machinery. Other than machinery.
Electricity.
Yes, and what does that electricity make?
Energy.
No, it's made of energy. What does it make? What does that electricity combine into?
It's mechanical energy.
No, not what does it transform into. Can I give you a freebie? I'll give you a very, very minor freebie. The word I'm looking for when I say is what is the other part of robots and mechanical is wrong is software.
Fuck.
That's the other half of a robot is mechanics and software.
Software. Okay.
There. Now you're in the right category.
Fuck. I feel retarded
you haven't even got
as fuck.
The article.
I know. Article. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. Okay. So we're in software. Software is the category that we're looking at.
Yes. And then the title of the article is The Settlers.
The Settlers. So software. How the fuck? Settling in software. How do you go from software to
you're thinking way too big picture on this.
I'm trying to narrow my scope because my brain is trying to be like, how the fuck do you get from here to here?
It is a piece of software called The Settlers.
It makes robots do a thing.
Robots was only a step to get you to the word software. It has nothing to do with this, and it's now freezing ice cold. It has literally nothing to do with this.
So well, software. I'm gonna assume computers. Computers is part of this.
Yes, it's something on a computer. You're getting closer.
It's probably a form of like full on computer program or algorithm for that matter.
It's a computer program. Yeah, it's a program.
I
didn't think this would be that hard.
I don't like with the information that I have.
The information you have is it is a software that is on a computer called the Settlers. That is the only information you actually have.
Is it a video game?
Yes! God! Oh! I've been this entire time like, how does he not realize this is a video game called the Settlers?
That was literally like, I had to go, wait. Settlers. It's a title. That's a title. It's a computer program. It's software. It's a video game.
Okay. The Settlers. What kind of game do you think it is? Now we've gotten to the easy part for some reason.
Well, the video game and the title is The Settlers. You're either colonizing a location or you're farming to some righteous.
What genre? You should know game genres.
Genre? Probably, I would guess a simulator or RPG.
Incorrect on both. Although simulation is probably the closer of the two, but that's not an actual genre. It's not really the genre. This is before that was a genre.
An RTS?
Yes, it's a real-time strategy. What kind of real-time strategy?
I would assume either survival RTS or it's like something akin to what was that fucking game called? Age of Empires. Like you basically go through.
I'll give you that. The word I'm looking for is city builder.
Yeah, it's essentially a city builder. I was trying to remember the actual term for it.
I'll give you that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a city builder.
So, The Settlers is a city building real-time strategy video game. When do you think it was created?
From the information you give me, I'm gonna assume it's a fairly old game.
Yes, it's decently old. Old for our perspective.
Yeah, for our perspective, I would assume. Is it sometime in the 1990s?
Yes, actually, correct. It's 1993.
Oh, okay.
So early on 90s, but yeah. And it was primarily released on MS-DOS and Microsoft Windows. And how many games do you think there are in the series? Because it is a series. It's not just one game.
4?
7.
Holy shit.
The Settlers 2, The Settlers 3, The Settlers 4, The Settlers Heritage of Kings, The Settlers Rise of an Empire, and The Settlers 7, Path to a Kingdom. And there are several spin-offs as well.
Damn. It's a long-running game.
How many platforms do you think it was on?
Well, let's see. 1990s, around the age we were just really starting getting our technology spin going.
That was when the first one was released.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's been 7 and 4 spin-offs. So
span of years, how long it takes to dev games, I would assume there's at least 4 consoles it's been out on.
It's been on the Amiga 1, Android, Bada. That's a new one for me. Browser, classic Mac OS, the
Holy
iOS,
shit.
Linux, Mac OS, Microsoft Windows, MS-DOS, Nintendo DS, the Symbian, and WebOS.
That's fucking 12 different locations.
Yeah, it's been on a lot.
Holy shit. That's a successful ass series if it's got that much out. Holy crap. Goddamn. Okay. That's actually that's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. Ah. So, let's see.
Yay, I managed to finish one.
What do you think the gameplay is like?
City builder, RTS, I would assume top-down view. Basically you're building kind of, I would assume it's a kind of a like medieval style game. Just by the name of it. So medieval, you're building like castles and stuff, and you probably have to go out and gather resources and probably defend from other factions. I would assume it, since it's been on iOS, it has some form of PvP involved.
Yes, it does have I don't know about PvP, but it does have.
It has It has PvE. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I would assume the gameplay style is fairly simplistic.
Yes. Now, as far as reception, we'll start with the original settlers.
Okay.
There are 2 categories that it could have been awarded in. Whether it was nominated or it won those categories is what you have to guess. Settlers 2 or Settlers 1 to begin with. It was at least nominated in one of these, but you have to guess whether it was only nominated and lost the award or if it won the award. So for one, best game overall.
Best game, I would say they were at least nominated for it.
You have to guess whether they were nominated only or won.
Okay.
You can't make a. They were at least nominated. Yeah, all of these were at least nominated.
I would say it was nominated, but did not win.
It won.
Wow. Okay.
The Settlers also was nominated for best strategic game. Only nominated or won?
I think they would have won that then.
They won. Okay. Yeah. The Settlers 2. It was only nominated for one thing. That was real-time strategy game of the year. Did it win, or was it only nominated?
Let's see. Settlers 2 timeline. I would say they were nominated but didn't win because there would have been other ones during that time.
Ding, ding, ding. Correct. They were only nominated but did not win.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip that one because I don't know what Gigamoss means.
I don't know what that is either.
The Settlers Heritage of Kings. It was nominated for 2 awards. Best PC game and best PC graphics. Oh, sorry. It was nominated for 4, or really actually 5 awards.
Okay.
2 of them was at Games Convention, and the other 2 was in Germany because this is originally a German game.
Okay.
First, we'll start with the ones in America, and then one of them was for the DLC. But we'll start with the ones in America. That these are just for the game, Heritage of Kings.
Okay.
You have best PC game and best PC graphics. It was nominated for both. Did it win either of them?
Let's see. Best PC game nominated. Graphics nominated. I don't think they won either of them. Again, I'm talking time period.
They were nominated only for graphics, but won best PC game.
Okay, so I got one of them correct.
Yep. So next would be the German scene. They were nominated for best strategy game and best cutscenes. Did they win either of those?
Yeah, I think they would have won either of those.
They won. Are you saying either or both?
Both. I think they won both of those.
They did win both. Finally, there is Best PC Add-on, which is for their expansion DLC to Heritage of Kings. Best PC Add-on. Were they nominated for it, or did they get nominated and win?
I'm gonna go with nominated.
All right. Now we have the German awards for Rise of an Empire. There is Best German Game, Best Level Design, Best Interface, Best Cutscenes, Best Graphics, Best Score. They were nominated for all of these. Did they win any of them?
Let's see.
This is their fifth game for reference.
This is their fifth game. It sounds like they're going strong. I would say they won all of those.
They did actually win all of those. There is for their final one, the last one that's been released instead of part of the official line. They have the Settler 7 Path to a Kingdom. They have Best AI, Best of the Best, Best German Game, and Best Strategy Game. They were nominated for all of these. Did they win any of them?
See, last one, again, I'm going by time frame of other games that they were put up against. I would say...
This was released in 2007. They were going into 2007.
2007, time period-wise... I would say they won all those except Best RPG, because there were other RPGs.
I didn't say best RPG.
Or RTS, sorry.
Best AI, and then Best Strategy Game.
Best AI, Best Strategy Game. I think they would have won both of those, considering the reputation.
And then there was Best German Game and Best of the Best.
I would say Best German Game. I think they got nominated for Best of the Best.
They won all four.
Oh, wow.
All right, new article time. That's the end of that article.
I did okay on that one. Just getting it nailed down, though, was pretty difficult. Because I'm stupid.
Wait, that looked interesting. Sure. No, I don't like it anymore. It's not.
you looked at it and like, sure. No.
I take it back. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I'll give it all. I want it more. That's up my dick. What? All these are like very small articles. I'm looking for big articles. Something. I could just go to freaking Metal Gear Solid 5 and look at their Wikipedia articles. Let's do that. Their wiki articles. Gray Fox.
Fox. Smacks lips. Eats a Snicker. Converts to whatever religion they feel like.
Converts to Islam.
What it was. Well, yes, it converts to Islam. I wasn't trying to use Islam specifically. Just converts to a different religion. I convert to all religions. Convert to paganism. Speaks gospel about their pagan god.
What? Okay, I want you to give me a tier list. Metal Gear Solid 5, the 4 buddies there that are available. There's Quiet, D-Walker, D-Horse, and D-Dog. Give me a tier list. What's your top one? What's your bottom one?
S tier, I would put Quiet up there.
Okay, Quiet's your favorite.
Quiet's my favorite mainly because of her ability to spot targets from range, and even if she goes loud, she can still dodge around the location and eliminate targets without taking much damage, if at all. She's a great spotting unit. She's great for combat. The only issue is she's her own standalone unit. She, outside of using the codec, you can't really do anything with her.
I mean, you can't really do anything with the other ones other than the transport, too.
Yeah. A tier.
People always rave on D-Dog, and I'm like, D-Dog is literally such a bother to me. I love him, but or I think it's a her actually, but they always just are right there next to you, and I keep thinking they're an enemy soldier, and I keep looking at them and over, and I'm like, can you just? And I'll tell them like, I took them out for one mission, which was a mine clearing mission, and I was like, stay. I don't want you getting blown up. Because I was doing some other stuff along the way. So I was like, I'm going to do this mine clear mission while I have D-Dog with me, and we'll grow our bond together and stuff. And I was like, stay. I walk her to the mine, pick it up. D-Dog come up. And as I'm picking up this mine, there's just D-Dog looking down at me from like over my shoulder. I'm like, I told you to stay.
But Dad.
And I'll be like, stay. And then walk a bit away, and he'll just get up and follow me. And I'm like, you're a terrible dog. You don't listen to any of my directions.
If it has nothing to do with actual like attack commands, I don't want to hear it, Dad.
Basically.
But as far as like the other ones, I'd put D Walker as at least A tier. He's not quite S.
And why would you say that?
He's a transport unit. That's number one. He also has the ability to apply non-lethal and lethal tactics, like most of the other guys, but he's ranged. You can customize what you put on him, and you can kind of build him however you need him. He even acts like a horse. You can tell him to come to you when needed. He can stay where he's needed. Hell, you can even make him distract enemies if needed. The only issue is when you're on him, you're flying around at Mach 5, people are gonna spot you. But at that point, if they see you, they're probably going night-night.
Yeah, that's one thing about him is just... Although also, there is... I haven't gotten to play with it yet, but I want to play with the intercept mode.
Oh yeah, and intercept mode's fairly fun too. Because he'll actively like seek out targets.
Yeah, that's what I get from it. He attacks people.
Also, he can take on tanks, which is huge. You put the Fulton launcher.
I can take on tanks too. It's called "Give me a smoke grenade in 5 minutes, and I'll get you a tank."
Well, you can equip him with AT rockets, but you could also put the Fulton launcher on his ass and be like, "You don't see me. I'm gonna fire this Fulton launcher at you. You're mine now."
Hey, careful! That's a secret item.
Oh, that's right.
The Fulton ballista is technically a secret item.
I forgot.
Yeah, let's just talk about Metal Gear for a while, because I just love Metal Gear so much. I've been playing too much of it. Because that sounds dope to me.
Again, we already know D-Dog is basically B/C tier, like in between. He's kind of obnoxious.
D-Dog is either your best friend or a pain in the ass, and that's it.
Yeah, there's no between.
He's either the best character or a literal pain in the ass.
And then we have D-Horse, which is D tier. Garbage. He's actual
D-Horse
trash.
is literally the only reason you take D-Horse is because you have no one else yet.
Yep.
Or you need to go somewhere fast and you don't have D-Walker yet. And that's basically
Yep.
Because D-Walker's just D-Horse but better. And Quiet is just D-Dog but better.
Yep.
And like everyone's like, oh, but D-Dog, and I'm like, but does your dog give you an entire supply drop without you asking, just for scouting a base?
Yeah, can D-Dog literally take out an entire battalion by themselves with just a sniper rifle?
Can D-Dog fucking support your forward advances by constantly supplying you with ammo and suppressors and never have you need to call in a fucking supply drop because you constantly have a hot, sexy chick giving you suppressors and ammo?
And not even that, like, even if you're, like, unarmed for whatever reason, she's just like, oh, you got spotted, snap.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite thing. If you are just running around and she has a good vantage point, and someone, like, you're like, oh, I got spotted by somebody, and there's no way I can take them out. just wait till reflex mode is over. As long as they're not wearing a helmet, they say night night.
Yeah, later, dude.
Unless she's using the sinful butterfly, and then it doesn't matter what they're wearing.
They're dead.
It's
Period.
It's like you'll need so thick you'll need an anti-tank rifle to fire through or to shoot through it. Fucking Quiet coming out with a sinful butterfly. Oh god, that's an anti-tank rifle.
Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle.
It's like, yeah, fuck you.
I love the weapon customization in that game. Like it's got a pretty nice weapon customization system.
The weapon customization in this game is bullshit. It just lets you put suppressors on things that aren't supposed to have suppressors. Can you get better suppressors, by the way?
Yes.
How?
So if you have a higher level weapon in the same category, like let's say you have a pistol in the category and you have an SMG in that same category because they use the same caliber bullet. Let's say that SMG is like tier 3 and your pistol's tier 1, you can put that tier 3 suppressor on the tier 1 pistol.
I agree. However, all my suppressors are the same tier though. No matter what the tier of everything else is. I've not found a place that gives me a better one.
Certain weapons have higher tiers. You can upgrade their suppressors. Like they have a higher tier suppressor. You just have to get the right weapon that allows you to upgrade to a better suppressor.
Can I just mention that fucking Ocelot's revolver of choice is basically a Model 6 Unica?
Yeah.
I'd just like to point that out.
It's great. Also, if you this is common knowledge whenever you actually play the actual missions, outer ops missions, quote unquote, you eventually get him as a playable character to run out and do the outer ops missions where you literally go fight other FOBs. You equip him with his revolvers, he duels them, and they ricochet off of surfaces.
Yes. It says that actually in its description that they ricochet off surfaces.
Yeah, well, his ricochets will actively seek targets.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. They ricochet and they will actively seek targets on ricochet.
That's hot.
So if you miss them, that bolt's probably gonna ricochet off and hit the dude in the head.
That's hot.
Also, you can eventually play as Quiet. Yep. And use all of her abilities.
Yep.
And it's hilarious because you're just like, I'm standing still, I'm invisible, you can't fucking see me.
I was over on the bench.
I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. Yeah, I love how they set up that game. It's great. Though, can we both agree that Metal Gear Survive should have never existed? Just like that's not a Metal Gear game.
Yeah, but then again, it's not from Konami anymore, so.
Yeah, this is true. Well, no, it was a Konami game. Kojima didn't make it. Because that game was made after Kojima left the studio. It's not a great game, in my opinion. Just no. The only thing it does is it uses the engine that Metal Gear Solid 5 runs on. That's really it. Outside of that, it's bad. I will say, on the flip side of this, and I am switching gears here, what they're doing with the Resident Evil series is actually pretty good. I like what they're doing with the Resident Evil series.
What are they doing with the Resident Evil series?
Well, they're switching it over from... Alright, so early on, like the early Resident Evil games were more horror-ish, like actual horror games, because old style games and how they were played. But as they progressed, it became Operation QTE, or Quick Time Event. It was literally Operation QTE to the maximum. Literally everything was a fucking QTE. It was a combat game, and the only one I actually liked from that series, I think, was 6, if I remember correctly. 5 or 6. It's the one where you had, I think her name was Shiva, and the other one, it was Chris.
Is that the one that's in, like, Africa?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah,
I also remember being trash.
It was... I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun game, but as it progressed, like Operation Raccoon City, and just like as they made more games, it got pretty bad. It just wasn't that great, so they switched up the formula. Like Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 plays like a horror game, like a horror slash action game, and it's actually really nice.
Horrible horror game.
Oh my god. But no, I thought it was good. I've played it. I thought it was a great game. And they did the same thing with Resident Evil 8, or also known as Resident Evil Village. And it's more of an action horror game. It's not a QTE fuckfest.
I'll fuck your fest.
Sure you would. But they also brought back the case system, which I thought was really good.
Oh, you mean the one where you have like a limited ammo or a limited inventory and you have to use
Tetris? You literally had to Tetris it.
Yeah, Tetris. That game.
Yeah,
that was the thing.
You literally have to make sure you have enough room in your actual case to actually carry shit around, which I like. I think it's a good system. Also,
I think you're a good system.
The games look great, and you're goddamn right, I'm a good.
I know.
They're fuck. But I think I think they're moving in a good direction. Other people have said that they're good games. I've played the games. I just haven't played Resident Evil 8 yet. But I've played 7. I've watched a lot of 8. I like where they're going with it. It's great. It's a good way to reboot a series.
That's hot.
They're basically going back to what they were good at. Like their roots. Like hell, the Resident Evil 2 remake was met with raving, like, positive reviews, and I got to see X go and give it to you.
I didn't know they were good at something.
What?
You said they're going back to what they were good at, and I said, oh, they're good at something?
Yeah, like their earlier games are pretty good. Again, that's why they remade Resident Evil 2. Like, that was probably one of the best Resident Evils they've made. And they fucking rebooted it. I'm like, yo, that's sick. It looks better. It plays better. And we got to see Mr. X again, who's gonna run your fade.
Give it to you.
X.
He really gonna give it to you.
Give it to you. Like, it's good. I like that direction.
You know what? I'll give it to you too.
I'm good. I'll pass. Thanks though.
I mean, if you say so.
What about you? What are there any games that have, like, kind of piqued your attention, or at the very least drawn it? Like, oh, that looks like it'd be cool.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Besides Metal Gear, I know right now you're absolutely obsessed with it, like I was.
Good question. Is there anything that's really piqued my interest?
Like I know right now is kind of like there's nothing that's nothing really like stands out.
Let's see here. I just opened Steam and check what new games are. And then I'll tell you.
Like even I'm kind of like, there's nothing I really want, man. Like it's just like it's kind of dry. Like I'm having to go back to other games that I've played because of like it's just dry. Or in my case, I've been playing a bunch of Black Desert because like Black Desert, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Like hell, like even the thing with like VR. I haven't been playing much VR because there's just nothing that's really like interests me to pick up my VR again and play with it. I've played Half-Life Alyx and that was kind of it. Like I'm alright, I'll play Beat Saber on a rare occasion. I'll occasionally get on VRC. After that, I'm like, what else is there really for me to play? Like the game industry at the very moment is kind of dry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I think the only thing that's really caught my eye is was it Resurgence or something? It was a PS5 exclusive that came out recently. It's a roguelite. Exclusives. I just want to like look this up real quick. Returnal. That's what it was. Returnal. Like yeah, it's a cool game and it looks great and it looks like it plays nice, but it's a fucking PS5 exclusive.
I mean, that's true.
Like I'd play that on PC in a heartbeat. Like no cap.
I don't know. There's just nothing that's come out recently that I just even care about.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. There's nothing that's like I need to get this. I need to play this. This has to happen now. You know what I mean?
I've never been like that, but I mean, that might just be me because like I never had. Excuse me. Liquor makes me tired. I never had money to like buy games, so I never saw like new releases. It was like, oh my god, I want that game. I've been like, oh my god, I probably can't afford it.
Well,
or like, oh my god, I can't wait till said YouTuber plays that so that I can watch them play it because I don't actually have the money to own that game.
That's fair. Like, well, I guess I can come in with my side then. Like, an example would be Biomutant. It's an open world action RPG that's coming out, single player. And the combat looks interesting, but I don't know if I care for the art style. Like, it's just like,
I don't care about your art style.
I don't have one, so meh.
Ooh.
Though, the Arma 3 creator DLC, SOG Prairie Fire, recently...
a lot of words, and I don't understand half of them.
Okay, Arma 3, on the rare occasion, gives creators the option to make a full-on DLC for their game. Like, that's the only thing that's keeping Arma 3 going, is the content creators that go out and make shit for them. The studio themselves really isn't developing anything anymore. They're basically outsourcing their work for the most part. So they came out with a new DLC called SOG Prairie Fire. And they basically made a full-on military sim going all the way back to Vietnam.
Fuck me and my pussy.
It's got a lot of good reviews, and I've been watching a little bit of it. Oh my god, shut up!
I'm drunk, fuck you.
As I was saying...
I'm drunk beating up child soldiers. Fuck you.
I'm the Lorax, I speak for the trees, but they're all speaking Vietnamese! But, like, the only good things that are coming out right now, and it's kind of bothering me, is, like, reboots.
I'm coming right now.
Shut up. Reboots and, like, indie games. All the major dev studios have pretty much fallen to the wayside.
They're all dead in the water.
They really are. They have nothing really going for them. They like.
I mean, most people play indie games anyways, so.
Yeah, because again, all the major develop teams are not doing their jobs.
They just make trash, and we don't want it.
Yep. They can't even make good new IPs, whole new games and ideas without it just falling to complete trash. Like even Outriders that came out, it's a cool concept and the bones of the game work quite well, but it looks ugly as shit. It's an ugly game.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm ugly sometimes too.
Why do you do this?
I'm drunk.
That's no excuse.
I'm not making an excuse. I'm just informing you of the facts.
I'm aware of this fact.
Man, child soldiers are weird.
That's the one thing that comes out of your mouth. It's fucking child soldiers are weird, man. Okay.
How do they know how to surrender like they should?
What the
how do they know how to surrender like real adults?
I don't fucking know, man. Holy shit, Wizard 101 is still a fucking thing?
Yeah, it's been a thing.
How long has this game been running?
Forever.
Since release date September 2nd, 2008. Holy shit. That game has been going for a while.
It's time to kill someone named Liquid Snake.
I thought you were just gonna stop, it's time to kill
someone.
Yeah, just someone. Okay.
Murder. It's time for murder. Murder.
Mother. I have chosen murder. Yeah, my biggest complaint right now is the fact that
I died.
Sad.
Soldier with a blade.
But my biggest complaint is the fact that when it comes to dev studios, one, they're not letting their games bake long enough, and when I say bake, I mean stay in development and actually get worked on and actually get ready for release, because they have pressure from the dev studio, or not the dev studio, the dev publishers, to get the game out. That's cool. I get it. It's a money thing. But you're going to end up losing more money than make by releasing a product that simply is not finished and not ready for consumer use. That's like going to McDonald's and somebody gives you just the bun, not even the fucking burger. Like here's the shell of a game that may eventually come out. You'll get substantial content eventually, but this is what you got. When like it should be, here's a plain burger. We'll eventually give you lettuce, tomatoes, condiments, and all that other stuff on it. Hell, we may add some bacon on there with an extra DLC later on. I'm like, okay, cool. It bugs me in particular because I like gaming.
I'm a bug.
Outside of your typical like, oh, I play games, this is a pastime. You know, I keep up with how, you know, it's becoming an esports just as a thing in general, or as an actual job and art form for people who do like graphic design and programming and design works and storyboarding and, you know, content creation, publicity, the effect it has on the public, you know, this kind of stuff that I like to keep up with. And how it can actually like help our market too. So it bugs me when you have the indie games making better AAA titles than the AAA title holders. Like at that point, you guys just, you know, dissolve the company and call it a day. Just, you know, give those resources to people who can apparently make better content than you.
Well, damn, call them out like that.
Like, I'm serious too. Like, there's some really good indie dev teams, like small, like 6 to 10 people who come up together with some of the best fucking games I have played to date. And we have these, you know, AAA devs who can't even make a half decent game out of the box.
Again, damn. Oh.
Like, you guys have all this money, and you have all these people, and you have all these, you know, great minds in whatever community space you have. That'd be, and I know this is gonna be blasphemy for some people to hear, but EA, Activision, Blizzard, Ravensoft, Naughty Dog, like, who else? Like,
Konami.
Konami. Well, honestly, Konami's pretty much dead at this point, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But you now have someone like Kojima, who literally went out and made his own dev studio, Kojima Productions, who made Death Stranding, which was a phenomenal game. It's a weird game, but it's a great game. Like, that was probably one of the most fun quote unquote walking simulator games I have ever played.
I mean, that's basically what it was, yeah.
You go from point A to point B delivering items. That is literally what it was, but there was more to it than that. And it looked awesome. Like, it looked really, really good, and it felt really nice to play. It had great systems.
I agree, but I'm tired.
You wanna call it here then?
Yeah, man, it's getting about that time.
All right. Well, that will be time for today. I will go ahead and disconnect from you, Nox, and let you play some more stuff and go, I guess, beat up more child soldiers.
Yeah, that's what I do on a regular basis.
But I'll let you go for now. Thank you for coming by for the podcast, and I will see you next week.
Yeah.
Later.
Later.
Alright, everybody. Well, yeah, that was pretty much it. That was today's episode of Cocktails and Curiosities. We are definitely coming up on time. And he's tired, I'm pretty much tired, so we're gonna go ahead and, call it a day. If you enjoyed today's podcast, leave a comment down below if you're on YouTube. And if you're on my Twitch, hello Twitch, how you doing? Follow me, please and thank you. We're close to 100 followers, that'd be awesome. If you're watching us on YouTube, leave a comment down below. Let you know what you thought of today's podcast. I would love to know. I look at all the comments and I try to answer them when I have the time to. Yeah. But I do look at all of them. I do read them. But if for whatever reason you can't seem to get a hold of me, or if you have some cool ideas, feel free to DM me on Twitter at AxelDreamSaver. I do try to respond to those when I can, and as well, and it will let you know when I go live or do not go live for whatever reason. Holy shit, that was a mouthful. But yeah, this is Cocktails and Curiosities. We do this once a week, every Sunday. And yeah, we talk about random stuff and get drunk on stream. Like, I'm just about done with my drink right now, and I'm pretty good. Yeah. Guys are watching me on Twitch. You guys will see me tomorrow. We will be playing more BDO. And we will be, doing that. I've actually started being serious about my workers, and actually have a bunch of workers doing a bunch of stuff, which I'm gonna go check on here soon. But yeah, laters, and stay tuned tomorrow for a new video that will be going up on the channel. I will be showing off my BD, like my full airsoft setup and my BDUs and all that lovely stuff. For what will probably be basically a recap from last week and this week for Behind the Veil. So keep a lookout for that. So yeah, I'll see y'all later.